que aconteceu? O que acabou de acontecer, Igor?
O poder do mal falou mais alto.
Max, alguma teoria diferente dessa?
O Vanilla não aumentou.
Fim do mundo,
Pandemônio.
Apocalipse, Armageddon.
What happened, Johnny?
My beard, we went out there, my beard just started getting into it so much, it sucked all the electricity out of the whole building.
In English again. Johnny, I'm very, very happy to be here with you, man.
And I
You're one of my favorite people in the world, man.
Oh, thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
First time we met was in 2010, I believe.
Yeah, something like that.
You were the opening act, Cavalera was the opening act for Iron Maiden.
Yeah, it was
In
crazy.
the soccer arena.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
And then we take a city tour by night, how we say here in Brazil, after the concert, and we got to meet a lot of people, Calma, Stefan.
Stefan's amazing.
And we got to know a lot of places in Brazil, in São Paulo.
Yep. The whole weird crew.
Visual art, in street art,
Yep.
that you appreciate a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I love it.
You are so connected to visual art, street art, and this kind of stuff.
I mean, it's, you know, with music, it's all audio. You know, I mean, obviously there's visual with it, but I don't know, I've always been a visual artist as well. Just through friends in New York City when I lived there, I got involved in this company called the Antagonist Movement. And I was out in New York City, and that was my first show I ever did. And then I moved to LA and started working more and more. And then I lost my actual workspace, so I couldn't make my actual three-dimensional pieces anymore. So what I did was I would take photos of my pieces and put them in Photoshop and make posters. And
You do that because music from the first time didn't give money for you. You weren't not enough money, so you went in a search for new kinds of works and.
well, it's just, you know, there's a lot of, like, you know, downtime with music too. You know what I mean? A lot of hurry up and wait and stuff like that. So to keep myself occupied, I still am an artist. So I'm always thinking too much.
But still, you since the 80s, you grew up in an underground scene in New York area.
Yeah.
And then you're playing with Cavalera Conspiracy in arenas and everything.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
How was
What was the jump?
the path? Is huge for a guy who plays in a club, in a venue for 20, 30 nights.
Yeah, man. It took us.
Suddenly not, because that's a huge path in the way that you.
There's a lot of ramen noodles and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and staying on couches. No, you know what it is, man? It's perfect perseverance. You know, just having the will and just put your mind to it. You can accomplish anything you want. And I always wanted to play music. And, you know, went to New York City, was playing in punk rock bands and hardcore bands, squats in Europe and stuff like that, all van tours, make no money. And then just kept going, just meeting new people and making connections. And then one guy makes a call, says, hey, we need you for, you know, need a bass player for this. You go and do that, and you're doing that for a while, and you meet this group or this circle of people, and it's like the domino effect, so to say.
You always play bass?
Yeah, I mess around with guitar,
but in bands?
Yeah, bands, always been bass, yeah.
You mentioned that you live in Hollywood for me.
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you do in Hollywood?
Well, basically, I moved out those ways. So I joined this band called My Ruin. This girl, Terry B, old hip hop chick, did some stuff with Eazy back in the day. But good friend of mine, this girl Yael, drummer for the band. We knew each other, knew mutual friends from New York. She was in New York at the time that I was living in New York. And we got together, and she says, I'm going back to Hollywood. We're doing this tour in the UK. We need a bass player. So I went and did it with them. After the tour, I came home, and I grabbed my shit and moved to Los Angeles to play with them.
In this time you were not married?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Now you're married, you have a kid?
Yeah, 9-year-old boy.
9-year-old?
Yeah, 9-year-old.
Damn.
He's awesome. He's playing guitar, he's playing drums. So, it's awesome. Fishing.
Fishing?
Yeah.
You like fishing a lot.
Yeah, man, I love fishing.
You live next to Canada.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of lakes.
We live on two of the Great Lakes, Ontario and Lake Erie and Niagara River, and huge fishing. It's great, man. Just clear your mind, man. No phone, no nothing. Just outside, you're breathing the water. It's amazing.
I'm gonna visit you.
Yeah.
September.
Exactly. That's gonna be perfect.
We're
That's
gonna drink some beers in Buffalo.
Yeah.
For sure, for
Hope
sure.
so.
Man, the last time we got together here in São Paulo, we went to Choque Cultural.
Oh yeah.
They opened up the art gallery
Yeah.
just for you to visit, and
It was super special.
how was this
Oh, that was special, man.
experience?
That was amazing because it's such a great place, man, with amazing artwork, and the fact that they opened it up for me to be able to come and see it. And it was cool because, you know, with Nicolas and you and Kama and, you know, the whole SHN crew, Eduardo, Geraldo, and it was quite an
Only
experience.
crazy guys.
Yeah, only crazy guys, man. That's the way to do it.
They are drinking problem guys, I believe. I don't know, they drink 2 and 3 beers and they got crazy a lot. But that's another thing. Man, talk about Stone Sour. A lot of metalheads here in Brazil love Stone Sour.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
And how you get in the band?
Well,
How did you meet Corey Taylor and
Well, years ago, man, I was in this band called Systematic, and we did the first Stone Sour tour about, I don't know, almost 12 years ago, and stayed friends with Jim Root and Corey. But Roy Mayorga, the drummer, I've known for 20 plus years from when I used to live in New York. He used to be the guy, the front of house engineer at all the clubs like CBGB's and Wetlands, and you'd always have, like, you always wanted Roy to mix your band. It's really good. But either way, I talked to a mutual friend. We had just gotten done doing this last Cavalera cycle, and then Soulfly was going to go out and do their cycle, so I knew I had some time off, so I talked to a friend. He said, call up Roy. Next thing you know, yeah, playing with these guys for a few years.
Stone Sour was just
Yeah, it's good, man. We just did a release called Meanwhile in Burbank. It's just covers. It's just 5 covers, and you know, just to keep the name active, because while Slipknot's out, Stone Sour's on a like long hiatus. You know, vice versa for Slipknot, but it's always a little bit harder for Stone Sour to get the fans back in the groove of things. So this way, we're just doing it just to keep the name active and have fun, man. You know.
But it's great to hear that because you're married, you have a kid, and that's the way to earn some money, extra money.
Yeah. Well,
besides
well, you know what?
Cavalera and other projects.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just, you know, I don't know how much money, so to say, man. You have to do so many things now because one thing does not cover it anymore.
But
And as well, I run a place back home. Just opened this restaurant, that bar restaurant I was telling you about, which is great, man.
interesting, man.
Yeah, which is craft beers, craft burgers, a lot of different whiskeys and bourbons. I would love it. Yeah, when you come in September, you're gonna have a blast, man.
Well, for sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
Man, last thing for you before we invite our great friend that is sleeping in this bed right now. I love this guy.
Yeah, man.
Last year I interviewed this man, was beautiful.
Yeah, it's flowing. It's flowing.
It flowed.
Nice.
For me it was a turning point. Igor, please, man, come on. Come on. Come on. You have make a metal voice. I love metal voice to make. Come on. Igor, você é maravilhoso. Muito obrigado por estar de novo aqui.
De novo, mano.
A gente
Sempre.
enche seu saco.
Não, nada.
Você é um grande amigo aí da gente, que eu aprecio muito a companhia. Hoje eu estou muito feliz porque pelo menos eu tirei a barriga de vocês da miséria.
A gente tava sofrendo aí na turnê, mano. Nossa, explicar, a gente vinha de 3 dias aí no Uruguai, no Paraguai, sem comida, muito zoado, porque o timing que a gente tava do buzz, todos os restaurantes fechados, quando a gente acabava o show já não tinha mais comida, e quando a gente chegava no lugar já tava fechado, então a gente foi só comendo porcaria por 3 dias, então você salvou a gente. O Nicolas também deu a ideia de ir lá no Costelão, lá a gente, tirou a barriga da miséria, mano.
Pô, massa. Posso perguntar um negócio pra você, cara, que em conversas com os metaleiros amigos meus da minha cidade lá, molecada, eles acharam o máximo do Cavalera Conspiracy uma coisa. Eles falaram, puta, eu ouço os discos dos caras, desde o primeiro, parece que os caras voltaram às origens deles. Existe uma conexão entre os irmãos ali, coisas tipo envolvimento, vamos fazer o logo, vamos desenhar igual vocês faziam no começo, vamos fazer, como é que é o conceito?
Então, esse lance é legal porque, principalmente o lance do disco novo, assim, muita gente fala, pô, vocês estão voltando às origens, com uma coisa mais trash, mais, com uma pegada mais, sei lá, crua. E na verdade ele só reflete o que eu e meu irmão a gente está curtindo naquele momento. Essa que é a real do lance. De todos os discos que a gente já fez até hoje, eu e meu irmão junto, é isso. É uma reflexão do que a gente está ouvindo, do que a gente está pirando. Quando a gente vai escrever, lógico, a gente, aquelas influências acabam chegando ali pra gente. E é isso. Quanto ao lance da banda, eu só tô fazendo hoje o Cavalera por isso. Quando meu irmão me convidou, ele falou, velho, vamos fazer uma banda nova. Na hora que ele falou isso, eu já topei na hora. Porque esse era a ideia. Era tipo, vamos fazer um negócio nosso, novo. É lógico que a gente é muito orgulhoso de tudo que a gente fez no passado. Em nenhum momento a gente nega nada disso, claro. Mas viver disso também é muito triste, tá ligado? Ficar só ali, não, a gente fez isso e a gente foi importante. É um discurso muito zoado. E o legal é fazer música, com o Johnny, com o Mark, com todo mundo. A gente toca as músicas junto, faz os shows. E o lance mais legal da história toda do Cavalera é isso, é meio que uma desculpa pra eu e meu irmão a gente se cruzar e trocar umas ideias e tocar. E tocar os shows que a gente acha legal pra caralho. É isso, velho.
Eu acho isso muito massa, porque isso surge o conceito e surge a banda. As pessoas talvez que estejam do lado são só pessoas que estão ali na hora, mas podem mudar, mas o core da banda, da arte, da expressão, tá ali.
É isso.
E isso não muda, eu acho. Isso é bacana. Cara, a gente ficou sabendo aí por vias, assim, que aquele seu amigo lá, o Guy Picciotto, como é que chama ele? Gary Picciotto, Greg, o de Linger, Escape Plan lá. O que você acha da gente trocar uma ideia com ele? Eu e o Nicolas aí, o Léo.
Tem que fazer.
O cara é muito doido, né?
Gente finíssima, cara legal pra caralho, assim, um moleque que, também manja muito de várias coisas, tá envolvido com arte, sabe, a banda dele é legal pra caralho, ele faz outros projetos também, ele tem uma pegada de som diferente, então vale super a pena, assim, eu até se não precisar aí de ajudar, de mandar um salve aí pra ele fazer entrevista, vale a pena.
Não, vamos fazer junto, vamos. Guys, thank you very, very much.
Obrigado.
For being here tonight. I hope you have a great show tonight here in Curitiba.
Yeah, no doubt.
It was a blast for me. Have dinner with you guys. Have a beer with you.
You guys still on the beer?
I know, we're still going with the beer.
Still on the beer, man. Never stop.
We're here for the beer. The concert is just a secondary thing.
It's an excuse for the beer.
Excuse for the beer, man. There's no chance of staying sober. Right?
setlist?
O que tem? O que
É,
vai
que vai
ter?
rolar hoje?
Well, é um setlist misturado.
It's just
Tem-
asking for the
tem-
set list.
Tem coisa velha, coisa nova, coisa do disco novo do Cavalera, dos outros 2 discos, tem umas coisas que eu e o Max a gente escreveu de moleque na época do Sepultura, coisa do Neo Bomb e uns cover aí no meio, então tá bem legal esse set.
Tem Minor Threat?
Não tem.
Minor
Não
Threat?
tem. Tipo,
Eu não sei
ele
porque eu
não
perguntei
sabe.
isso.
He asked if we're gonna play Minor Threat.
Yeah.
Minor Threat is cool. I
I
like
like
it.
a 30-second Minor Threat song.
Out of step.
Yeah.
Out of Step is nice. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't fuck you, don't. Come on.
Já era.
Thank you very much. Muito obrigado. De verdade. This guy's rules, man. Rules.
Thank you.
One of my
Obrigado,
favorite
obrigado.
people in the world, these guys. Thank you very much.
Johnny, your last words in
Last
Portuguese.
words.
In Portuguese.
Let's do it in English. Don't hear the director.
Pergunta o que ele quer fazer de show.
Obrigado, that's all I know. Obrigado.
Obrigado. And what do you wanna do in Brazil next time you come to
More
our
artwork.
country?
More artwork.
More artwork.
Yeah, more artwork.
I'm gonna attend your questions, your requests.
Right on.
Vamos pro show.
Let's go to the concert.
Let's do this.
Oh.
Pô, foi legal, curto legal, vai.
Ótimo.
Adoro quando o Nicolas fala que ficou bom, porque eu tenho medo do caralho.
Vamos fazer tudo de novo.
É,
Stickers. I got the stickers I want to give you guys too.
é,
Yeah.
Pra gangue da bike aí, velho.
Nossa, isso é...